Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. So, we're going to talk about generational curses in this video. And how to break them. Because I remember looking back at my life. I just remember times where I felt cursed. And it wasn't even that long ago, to be honest. Like, it was long ago, but not that long ago. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you guys this now. There is a lot to do with how you were brought up, who you were brought up around, the person you were being to other people. Like, I don't know what it is, but people just like make you be a people pleaser. People are really good at baiting you in to become a people pleaser. And it's something you have to break free from. It's something I had to break free from. Because it's like my whole life is based off pleasing you, and 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 you. Oh, and you too. And it all has to do with the way you're treating people and how your energy is coming off. Like, I feel I lived for other people. I was living for other people. I was doing what everybody else wanted me to do. And it's these same types of people that get other people in their life, and the same things are happening. Like, it's all a facade. It's all like, it's very weird how these things happen. But it happens. And I felt cursed. Because I tried to go like my own way, and I didn't let this stuff hold me back. Because I got to a certain age where all this stuff came to an end, and like around 18, 19, this stuff all started coming to a quick end. And I learned fast, I'll say that, but I still felt cursed for years after I put it to an end. Just because there's still people in my life, like, not in my life, but trying, like, spiritually, they're not leaving. Like, they're sticking right on top. Like, they're sticking to me. They're attached, like, in such a toxic way. Like, it's the way these people are watching me. It's the way these people are talking about me behind my back. It's the way all these things are happening. And it's all a curse, guys. Like, they're staying attached. They're not letting go of the old me. They're just like trying to convince me that I'm not who I'm becoming. I'm that old person still. Does that make sense? Like, and it's such a weird thing. And the more that I evolve as a person right now, I kid you guys not, the more I'm seeing through all this stuff, the more I'm seeing through how this next generation that's coming is going to be a bunch of grown ass kids as adults. People are not becoming real men and real women anymore. Like, obviously some are, just a lot are not. Like, people are not growing spiritually. And I felt more than anything that's what was stopping my growth, like, in the past. But I broke free from it. And I grew. And it's like, it's still these types of people that just want to watch everything you do. They want to try to, like, project their insecurities onto you. They just want to, they hate you for continuously evolving. You just can't win with those people. You just have to literally remove them from your life. Like, not seeing them, period. Not seeing their name on social media. Not seeing anything. about them is the best route. If you can do that, you can grow much, much faster. And I even cut off social media when I was like 19, 20. I got off Facebook where there was everybody. And people didn't like me for doing that. Because they wanted to keep me stuck with them. They didn't want me to grow. But I wanted to grow, which is why I had to cut that off, because I saw through it. I saw all through this BS. And like I said, we're going to get a lot of grown adults that are like kids in this society that we're living in now. And it's going to be terrible. That's why we have to continue to grow as people in this world. We can't let anything stop us. We can't let these people stop us. Because these people are stopping their own self. They're blocking their own blessings. We can't let them block our blessings. We're not blocking our own blessings. They are. And they're trying to block ours as well. They have like something going on with them as well. Like, they have curses of their own that they can't get around, and a lot of them can't even see through it. This is really deep stuff. It really is. And the more I grow, the more I'm realizing more and more and more and more and more, which is why these videos just keep getting better and better and better and better and better. And it's like, I just feel I've grown so much in the last like 6 months as well. Like, I really do. And I grew a lot as well, like past the last 6 months, but there's just like levels to this stuff. There's levels to growth. There's levels to progress. And it definitely helps when you don't have any of these bloodsuckers trying to stop you from growing as a person. People are going to get mad. People are going to turn their backs on you. People are going to get very jealous and envious of you. It all happened to me. It still happens to me, and I just can't care about it. Like, I'm at a point right now in my life, and this is where you're going to become a very powerful person, is when you do not give a damn if you lose. Like, you don't care if you lose anybody. Nobody. It don't matter. You're not afraid of losing anybody. You're more afraid of not fulfilling your own goals and dreams and ambitions, let alone fearing what somebody else thinks about you or something like that. Like, you come first. The person you are comes first. What you want to do, the thoughts you think, all these things, it comes first. Everybody else does not come first. And it doesn't matter if you make somebody mad. Boo-hoo, so what? You made somebody mad because you're doing what you want to do. And the funny thing is, you're not even targeting anybody. You're not even intentionally doing anything to anybody. You're not rubbing anybody off the wrong way. And they still want to get mad. That just goes to show that there's something wrong with them and not you. I'd be sure to get mad at somebody that didn't do something to me personally. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And yet people are going to get mad at you because of the growth and the progress that you're making, and that they are not. That's why they're getting mad. Because why can you do it and they're not? Because you're going through more pain, I guarantee you that. You are suffering more. You are paying such a greater price than these other people that are getting mad at you for growing and breaking the curses. Because the curses and breaking the curses all starts in the mind. You have to break down everything that's happening. And I know this because I've done it. There was a time where I didn't even know what was happening. I didn't know why things were so bad. And things were so bad is because I was leaving an old fake world that was just an illusion. The way everything was in my life at that time, it was all fake, it was all an illusion. I was coming to that realization. And I started to let go of so many things and so many people. And I started to have those spiritual awakenings, and it's like, now you start to feel like you're going crazy. It's because you're entering a new world. You're entering the real world. Not this fake world. Because that's what a lot of people are doing. That's where a lot of people are right now. And they're going to get mad at you for being real. When they have so many demons inside themselves, whenever they have so much stuff within themselves that they just, you know. And it's normal to have demons. It's normal, like, to not be perfect, but you have to find out what it is that's holding you back. Which is what I did. You have to find out what is actually happening. And fix the problems. You have to fix what's going on. Because if you don't, it's never going to get fixed. If you don't psychologically know what's going on, you can't fix what's wrong. Like, you just can't do it. I figured out that people were very, very, very messed up. And I used to think people were normal. I used to think everything was normal. But until bad things started happening to me because of other people, I always felt like I was normal. I was good. I was me. And these messed up people messed me up. Then I started to feel crazy. I started to feel like things were just off. Because of the people that I dealt with. And then you come to the realization that these people are not who you thought they were. And now you start to realize you were in this fake reality the whole time. Like with narcissists that don't have real identities. They're just, everything they say is just fake. It's a facade. They don't know how they feel. They don't know anything. How can you trust somebody like that? Like, they can completely make it look like they love you, and then you become in love with them, and then all of a sudden, like, they hate you. They're trying to destroy you. And it's just the craziest thing ever. And it's all these things that honestly helped me. These things ended up pushing me to levels that I never would have pushed myself if these things didn't happen to me. These things motivated me. These things made me a better person overall, a more aware person. It showed me what the real world really is. And right now I am in the real world. I see people for what they are. I'm not blinded. I can't be fooled like that. It's just not going to happen. And I could even be around like a partially toxic person. And I can see the holes in the person. Which, and you know what, I might still be around the person because like most people do have something wrong with them. Like some people like are pretty good, but like some people have like a little something off with them. And if you're around those people for too long, it will rub off on you. You just have to know how to distance yourself from these people and not spend too much time with them. And you can even help them out if they're willing to listen. But a lot of those people, they are not willing to listen at all. And they don't want to admit certain things about themselves that they know deep down inside that they are flawed with. You can't help a person like that. You can help a person that becomes vulnerable. You can help a person if they want the help. But you can't help somebody that doesn't see a problem with who they are when there's clearly things wrong. And I feel in the past I did things to help myself. I was smart enough, which I already had a lot of experience, but I was also smart enough to get a lot of knowledge of myself, to help myself and fix myself. I didn't need to get somebody else to help me. And this is something else. I didn't need a nutrition coach strength and conditioning coach to get myself in peak physical condition. I got the information by myself. I became a high-level athlete by myself. I didn't need a coach. I didn't need a nutritionist. And now, I've worked with myself so much that I got these things down to a T in my head. Nothing's written down. Nothing. I'm programmed the right way because I'm smart enough to get information that is out there for free to better my life. And a lot of people overlook so many things, which is what keeps them from not being able to break generational curses within themselves. Plain and simple. I was just another person who didn't have it all figured out, who didn't have it all together. That did something that a lot of people cannot do. And I broke curses. I did it. And I continue to go to this day. I continue to learn. I continue to teach. I continue to level up. And I take the whole damn world with me if I could. Some people will rise. Some people will fall. Some people will struggle and then rise. Some people will struggle and then fall. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen to each and every single person in this entire world. But you have to be stronger than your doubts, your fears, and all these other things. You have to really want to evolve. You have to really want to grow. And if you really want it, you will. I really wanted it. I got so broken from things in my past that I didn't see another way of life. I didn't see another way, period. Like, it had to be like the way that I went, or there was no other way, which means that's your only option. If you can make it your only option, there's no other option. You will do it. But you have to want it that bad. And even if you don't want it that bad, you still might be able to make it happen. But that's how damn bad I wanted it, and I made it happen. And I just continue on with my life. And I leave the past in the past. All these people, I don't want to say I look down on anybody, because I just don't want to like target specific people, but it's like, I just know who they are and what level they're on. I just know who people are. Like, you just can't. People can act confident, they can act tough, they can act however they want, they can act smart. But I can see through these individuals. They can act however they want. I see people all the time try to act like, because I come around, and then people want to like try to act impressive around me, and it's not everybody, but some people do, and it's like, gotcha. Like, I can see through that. It's just funny to me, you know what I mean? And it's just people in my eyes that they want to act like they're all mature, they're all this, they're all that, but they're really not. And they didn't grow as much as they want to, like, you know, perceive themselves. And these are people that I see, like, on a day-to-day basis. And it's not that I care, it's just, I know who you are, buddy. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to do that. I can see it. Like, and it's funny because these people actually believe their own BS. Some of them actually believe their own BS. But they have so much going on within themselves. Just don't hide it. Like, just be real. The world would be better if everybody was just vulnerable, to be honest. I'm vulnerable every single day in these videos. So for anybody to say I'm not vulnerable is just a moron. Like, I put so much emotion into these videos, so much wisdom and experience and real stuff in these videos. It's all vulnerability. Like no ego, like all vulnerability. But all these types of people, and this is a difference, it comes from ego. It comes from wanting to trick you into thinking a certain way about them when that's not really who they are. And that's the difference. So don't be fooled by these people. Don't let these people push you around. Don't let these people stop you from growing. Don't let them leech onto you like a leech to suck your blood. Break free. If you have to, block. You don't want to see certain people's names, block. And focus on yourself and focus on your own growth, and that's the way it has to be. And you should be able to do anything that you desire. And I'm going to leave this video at that, so I'm going to get to the next video now. I'm going to grab some water and some honey. It's pretty late right now. I had a hard day grinding. Got a bit of a headache, but I'm still good. And I'll get to the next video.